You want to learn golf, that's fantastic. The first thing that you need to do is choose a golf instructor. This short video is going to give you some tips about things that you should look for. A good first place to start is on the internet, so look for local instructors, check out their reviews, see who you think has a good program that suits your schedule and your price range. Online searches can get really frustrating, but usually you can narrow it down to 1 or 2 potential golf instructors in your area. You've now taken the first step to becoming a golfer. Good job. And now the fun part begins. You've got to decide whether the golf instructor that you've chosen is going to be a good fit for you. Although you've done your research online, there are a few prerequisites that you should check out. 1. Does the golf instructor have good credentials? 2. Does he or she understand the learning process? So your instructor may be an expert golfer, but does he or she know what it takes to get you to learn? 3. Has the golf instructor got experience working with people like you? That point's really important. And 4. Does the golf instructor have a good reputation? Great! The golf instructor you've chosen has met all of the prerequisites. So the next thing that you need to do is figure out some key attributes for good instructors. And this may not happen straight away, but it's just things to bear in mind as you move along in your golf career and the relationship with your golf instructor. So you need to be aware of how responsive your instructor is to you, whether they have a growth mindset, whether you have mutual respect for each other, and whether there's a real connection. The first key attribute, responsiveness. Golf instructors, like other professionals, sometimes get complaints that they don't respond to emails and phone calls in a timely manner, especially at the start of your coach-athlete relationship. Then you should notice how responsive the golf instructor is. If he or she isn't responsive at the start of your relationship, then that probably doesn't bode well for the future. Of course, we all know life happens, things get in the way, but you should look for really good responses from your instructor. When you do have good communication systems, then it really sends a message that your instructor cares about you and respects you and your time. The second key attribute is the coach's mindset. Your coach may have more of a growth mindset or more of a fixed mindset, and you definitely want an instructor with more of a growth mindset. So when instructors have a growth mindset, then they believe that golf ability is something that can be learned and can be improved, which kind of sounds obvious if you're an instructor. But there are some instructors who believe that golf ability is innate, that people either have it or they don't. So if you have an instructor with more of a fixed mindset, then you might expect a coaching experience that's going to be a little bit more judgmental or comforting instead of actually telling you what it is that you need to improve. So just listen to the language that your golf instructor uses, and you definitely want golf instructors who are going to believe that you can improve and tell you what it is that you need to do that. Key attribute number 3, respect. So you want to find an instructor who respects your goals. That means that if you're an adult learner and the instructor is really focused and values high-performing youth players, it's probably not going to be a good fit. That instructor probably isn't going to respect your goals. You want an instructor who respects your time. Running a schedule doesn't mean waiting for your lesson each time. Respects your level of motivation, how much you want to put into your golf. And it is important, does your instructor respect the budget that you have to spend on golf? And the last key attribute that you need to be aware of is the connection that you have with the instructor. Do you share the sense of humor? Do you have the same interests? Do you have the same values? I mean, really what it comes down to is, do you accept each other and do you like each other? This is a relationship that you're going to be having with the instructor. So it is important that you connect on a level that means that you enjoy spending time together. The golf instructor that you choose to help you on your golf journey is going to be really key in deciding whether you become a golfer or not. So take your time, consider the importance wisely.